what happened at USC that you started out, you were, Pac-10 freshman of the year, and then it kind of tailed off until you transferred to SDSU. Run us through what happened there.
A coaching staff came in that, was totally new, pretty much revamped the whole staff. And, with the business of football, a staff change come in and they have a different agenda. They're trying to bring in guys and, try to win games as soon as possible. And, like you said, I went from a guy that was a Pac-10 freshman, runner-up or freshman all-conference team or something like that or whatever. And, to a guy that didn't play that much because, coach had to make a decision, and he made a decision, and he went with it.
Brice, is your understanding you will play receiver here? I saw some talk that some people had talked to you about moving to corner.
I never heard that from the Raiders. No, I'm pretty sure they want me to play receiver.
So your father had a long NFL career, right?
Yes, sir.
Did he tell you much to prepare for the process that you've been through lately and maybe what lies ahead too?
Really primarily on what lies ahead. He was projected a first rounder when he was coming out and got drafted first round. So, with that being said, I knew I was going to be seventh or free agent. So he couldn't really give me too much on the draft process because there was really no process for my dad. Like, back in the day when he came out, the draft was early. He got picked, in the first round. So he just woke up and, his phone was ringing. He picked up the phone. He was an Atlanta Falcon. But, outside of that, he definitely told me a lot, about the business of the NFL and, the ins and outs and, certain things and what to be prepared for and, and how to handle most of the, things that are to come.
What did your contact been with the Raiders like heading into this draft? Did you know that they were interested?
Yeah, I knew they were interested. Coach Gilmore, a guy that coached me at USC, he's been talking to me throughout the whole process, and he called me, I think, I would like to say like 10 to 15 minutes before, they drafted me, and he was like, hey, man, we got a couple picks left, I'm trying my hardest to get you up here, man. I know what you can bring to the table, and, I would love to coach you again, and he said that, and I was like, yeah, definitely, Coach. I would love to play for you again. I loved it when I was with you at SC. And if, that opportunity, arises, I'll definitely be ready to go. And 10, 15 minutes later, man, the Raiders are calling.
You graduated quickly. Was that a big goal of yours coming in? And how were you able to squeeze so many units into that time?
Well, it was a goal. Like, going to SC, I definitely wanted to get my degree. My mindset going into college was, going 3 and out. That definitely didn't happen. But since that was my mindset, my thing was graduate as fast as possible. So with that being said, I was staying for summer school. You have to work out at the school in the summer. So like I couldn't come home to Atlanta. That's a far flight. So I was staying at school and I was just in summer school every year, taking like 2 to 3 courses in the summer school. So it was just knocking out a whole bunch of units, and I ended up graduating a little early.
You had said at your pro day that you that before you had your workout there, that you were projected around the 6th or 7th round, and you had thought that you had a really good pro day, and you had thought that would raise your stock. Are you surprised that it didn't?
Oh no, not at all, man. The whole time. My agents were telling me, before the pro day, my grade was 7th or free agent, and with my mindset, like I always like to speak things into existence. So, I'm going around like, hey, like I can get 6th round, I can get 7th round, I can get drafted, So that was my mindset. It was just kind of like, trying to just speak it into existence, and but going into pro day, it was really 7th or free agent grade, and what my agent told me was, if you go out and show out in pro day and, do your thing, it can almost solidify you a spot in the draft, if you do what you have to do. And I ended up having a pretty good day.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, guys.